Okay, you guys, so today's video is about my life then to my life now. So, as you guys know, I was about 150 when I moved back home from California to South Carolina. And I found out that I had a thyroid issue, and I'm about 120 something, not on any thyroid medication, but I am on like some other stuff that I'll get into later. But so I don't know if any of you guys know this, but in high school I had about a weird eating disorder where I wouldn't eat, and then when I would eat, I would binge eat, and then I would take laxatives. So I can't take laxatives anymore. But now, thanks to my wonderful husband, I eat like I'm supposed to for the most part. Although my medicine that I'm on right now makes me not really want to eat. I do look a bit different than I did back then. I have close to my natural hair color, got my gauges, part of my head shaved. So I have gone like a major transformation. I just want to let you guys know that one thing I struggle with is my weight. I struggle with knowing that that number on that scale is not what matters. So when I got down to my lowest weight, which was 89 pounds, I was that for a little while, and then I got pregnant with my now daughter Abish. She will be 3 soon, and I think when I was pregnant was about the only time I really loved my body. Which sounds really weird, but I just loved the way that my belly looked. I actually had a chest. And I was going through a lot of issues when I was pregnant, that I'm not really going to get into. But, weight is often something that is in the media. Like, you have to look like this or you have to look like that. For me, I want to get back down to about 106. But I'm not going to do it how I used to do it. I'm going to go about it the healthy way. And thanks to having a wonderful husband, who does a lot of weightlifting and bodybuilding, and he eats a ton. But he's like really muscular and stuff like that. So he helps me with a lot of stuff. This time last year I was really toned and stuff. And, then I kind of got into some depression because I have, a lot of stuff that goes on. I have really bad anxiety. I have depression, kind of like a mood disorder type thing. So I'm not like bipolar, but I'm not also like cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, as I like to call it. But there's nothing wrong with having any mental illness. I also do have PTSD, from being sexually assaulted. For those of you who don't know, that happened to me a while ago. So there's a lot that's gone on, and a lot of times the body image goes in with my depression. So for those of you who are fighting depression or an eating disorder or something or other, there's always something out there. I would suggest, like talking to a doctor, or anybody really. I mean, the way that someone looks is beautiful. I mean, you have people who are like me, who are short. I'm 4'9", who gained 5 pounds, and everybody's like, "Oh, you're pregnant." I actually got asked that Sunday at church, and I'm not. I'm actually having some trouble conceiving, for those of you who don't know. Also, there are multiple things that go with weight loss. You can have thyroid disorders. You can have just your body type, I mean, everybody's not made to be itty bitty little things, but it really just depends on you. My sister, she's like 5'4", and she's like 180 pounds, I want to say. I don't know. A lot of the women in my family are curvy, big boned, I guess you would want to say. And my family is quite curvy. We're pleasantly plump, as my grandma likes to say. But my sister, in all her voluptuousness, loves herself. And that's something that I've always kind of envied about her. Both of us actually have had eating disorders, and both of us have had some issues with our weight and everything. So she kind of understands where I'm coming from. And it's wonderful to have someone in your family that has kind of gone through what you've gone through. And I have wonderful friends that help me, love me for me. And when I have those weird stages, they totally support me. And that's something that you need. You need someone to support you that's going to be like, hey, I don't care if you gain weight or whatever. I love you for you. You know, it's not what's on the outside. But I will say this, being healthy is a wonderful thing. Once I gained a little bit of weight, I stopped having kidney stones and kidney issues. I stopped constantly getting sick. For those of you who don't know, I was constantly like having really bad kidney infections, issues with like migraines, and I was constantly getting viruses or whatever you want to call it. So I was always like throwing up one way or the other because of being sick. But that is why you always need to be healthy. But if your health is going overboard, like how mine was, like I would constantly count calories. I wouldn't eat. And when I did eat, I would eat once a day. I would drink nothing but water, which water is good for you. Don't get me wrong. I wouldn't enjoy anything. Like I would never indulge. And when I did, I would feel really, really guilty about it. And I still have those days. Like I will eat a slice of pizza and say, okay, well, I need to eat like a salad for the next week or so because I feel fat. And my husband is always just like, babe, be quiet. You look perfect. If you get back down to 89 pounds, that's not healthy. And I will not support you at 89 pounds. He's like, I will support you in anything, but I'm not going to support you being unhealthy. There is a difference between unhealthy and healthy, and I want you guys to know that. If you're 300 pounds and you love yourself, go for it. But always realize that on any end of the spectrum, you need to think about what is best for you. So you can be a little itty bitty thing and be completely healthy, and you can have curves and love yourself and be healthy as well. So love yourself no matter what you look like. Always remember that your health is the most important thing. So don't think just because you have a little bit of fat that you're not worth something, because you are. And I took forever to learn that. My husband has been with me through so much. He's seen me at my heaviest and he has seen me at my lightest. He's seen me through a lot. I mean, these past almost 3 years of marriage, I've gone through so many different body types. He's been with me through my journeys, or through my journey of getting my sleeve, gauging my ears, so many different hairstyles. He's so supportive of me, and that's what everybody needs. And if you don't have that, I'm willing to listen to you, and I'm always there. So always know that there's someone who cares, and there's someone who envies you. And I found that out the hard way. So just love yourself and don't be too hard on yourself. And that's something that will go a long way, because honestly, there's always someone who is loving you, whether it be your parent, your child, your spouse, your sibling, someone you don't even know about, you know, like one of your friends. You know, just love yourself for you. And that's kind of all I have to say about the whole weight thing. So, but I have no problem with bigger people. I have no problem with little, smaller people, short, tall, black, white, Asian, everybody is beautiful in their own way. Whether you decide to shave your hair off, whether you decide to gain weight, whether you decide to lose weight, whether you decide to tattoo yourself, multicolored hair, extensions, whatever you like, go for it. Just love yourself. And that's something that I'm working on as well. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day.